Hey there, Cancers. How are you guys doing? I missed you. Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, and or Venus. If you're all of those, and wow, what are you even doing here? You're super psychic. I'm kidding. No, am I? No, I'm not. Wow, Queen of Swords. We're going to put that back, but let's keep that in mind. I missed you guys. I was gone. If you are new to this channel, I was gone for a week. I went on vacation to Mexico. It was incredible. I feel wonderful now, spending time with my own Cancer sister. As I've said before, I love you guys. But I think I say that to everyone, but I mean it. For everyone. But I really love you guys too. I have a Cancer stellium. I have a Cancer moon, Venus, and Mercury. So I'm 100% that person that when you go out, I take care of everyone. I make sure everybody's comfortable. Everyone's got a full glass of wine. I am that bee. All right, Cancer, we are going to jump right in. We are using the Spiral Tarot. This is by Kay Stevenson. This is for your material world. I will be very, very honest, you guys. This week has had some profound messages for everyone. So let's see what you guys get. This is going to start out with your material world. Then we move into love. Spirit guides, ancient ancestors, divine. Thank you so much for being here for my lovely Cancers. Can you please tell us what's going to go on this week in the material world? Next 7 or so days, Spirit. Ooh, you guys got the world right off the bat. Excuse me. Next 7 or so days. 6 of Cups. Who was it yesterday? This is feeling familiar. Thank you. And the Hanged Man. You guys have 2 major arcana cards in here. So even though I asked for the next 7 days with the bottom of the deck energy being the Sun, let's be honest. This occurs. This energy shift is happening right now, but you may not see the results of all of this energy, which is quite a bit, and it's very positive, in 7 days, because it's divine timing, and I know how we all love that. I'm kidding, of course. Okay, let me not, did I move that out? Nope, okay. So you guys, this is beautiful energy because this is affecting your material world, but this is quite spiritual with these 2 major arcana cards, and the 6 of Cups is a very spiritual card as well. This could be Scorpio energy, which some of you might have some planets in Scorpio, or you may know somebody around you that affects your material world. This feels to me like someone from your past, or maybe even a situation from your past, maybe an old job or an old dream job might be coming back, and you may be with this Hanged Man energy kind of trying to figure out how to make that world fit with your current world. With the World card, I do think that you might be switching something up in order to make that fit. It's like something that you used to believe you could do. You're like, you know what? I think that I still can do it. I just have to see things from a different perspective. I'm going to say with the Hanged Man card, you may have to give up something right now. You may have to give up something that you believe, or a mode of operation that you have been kind of reliant on in order for this to work, okay? Here's the thing though, when the Hanged Man is about sacrifice, it is sacrificing something that is good, but it's because it brings in something better, okay? With the Sun card influencing this entire thing, you have the World card and the Sun card. This is a wonderful reading. There is nothing here that says that you can't do the thing. This is saying that if you do the thing, that you will have wonderful, wonderful results. Like, this is all abundance here, manifesting, bringing this in. The Hanged Man can be Neptunian energies, so you might have some Pisces in your chart, or big 12th house energy, but I'm seeing big things coming for you guys. Do they start in the next 7 days, or have they been started? You might see something big in the next 7 days, but as far as like manifesting this huge outcome, it's starting at least now, and you'll see some of the results soon. But divine timing soon, not human person soon. I hope you guys cannot hear the gunshots in the background. I live in the woods, and yes, I hope you can't hear that. All right, let's see. What is our next deck to clarify this, Spirit? What is our next deck? All right, we're going to use a Sacred Creators deck. This deck is by Chris Ann, who is the maker of, my other favorite, Light Seers Tarot, which we haven't used in a while. Maybe I'll use that next week. We'll see. This is very interesting. Oh, I should have also brought up with the Wheel and the World. Those two cards are ruled by fixed signs. So you might also have Leo, Scorpio, Taurus, or Aquarius energy heavy in your chart. Or that could be someone around you with the Scorpio card, the Six of Cups. And I want to say the Six of Cups is first decan Scorpio. Let's go with that. Let's just say it is. No, second decan Scorpio. My bad. This is Sun and Scorpio vibes. Okay. Spirit guides, ancient ancestors, divine. What else can we clarify this beautiful energy for my lovely Cancers? Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Oh, all three? Yes, and the way that they're supposed to go? Bottom? Okay. Well, this is different. And the bottom of the deck is Find Your Sacred Flow, which feels very much like, well, all of these cards, to be honest. There's a lot of water feeling for me here. So follow through, cut the cords of doubt, and what's your honest truth? Follow through is 100% the culmination card here. The World is about, you know, not necessarily a final outcome, because when something culminates, when you have something that you've been working on, a goal that you've been working on, and you get to that goal, it's not like the world stops. What happens is the world cycles, and then there's a new goal, and then you do all of the work to get to that goal. I'm going to say that this is going to be happy work. This is going to be joyful work. This is work that feeds your soul. Okay. Spirit is saying that maybe in the past you had this goal or idea, maybe you had a business idea, or there was a place that you wanted to work, or something that you were like, you know what, I'm not really sure that that is feasible. And Spirit is saying that it absolutely is. It just requires a lot of follow through and for you to cut the cords of doubt. Spirit is saying that maybe that this is something that you really thought about in the past that you wanted to do. And I'm, you know, it could be, some of us are like, I'm going to be a billionaire, which we have some issues with that, you know, but that's totally fine as long as you see this card as taking care of your environment as well. But yes, you know, if that's it, then Spirit is saying, why haven't you done anything for it? Because the follow through hasn't happened to get to those goals. But if you were to make the decision to do that, you are absolutely going to do that. And Spirit wants you to get very clear about what your honest truth is. What is the why behind your goals? Spirit wants to know, well, Spirit knows. Spirit wants you to know what your why is, okay? As long as it is aligned to your spiritual path, with this being under the Hanged Man, there is no doubt that you are going to come out on top with this. Spirit, did you want another deck out here? Okay, this is different. If you've followed my channel before, usually I use 3 different decks for each tarot card, but okay, we doing this today. What's the next one? Okay, we're going to use the Enchanted Map Oracle by Colette Baron Reed. Spirit guides, ancient ancestors, and divine. What is the message here for my Cancers? Let's clarify these messages, please, for my lovely Cancers. Just one card, please, Spirit. Okay, thank you. Wishing well. Again, this is 100%. If you walked up to a wishing well, and this wishing well guaranteed that whatever you wished for would come true, as long as you, 1, believed in it, and 2, did whatever work was required. Would you make that wish? And Spirit is saying, we did this, and we need you to believe in yourself and do the work required, because your wishes are coming true. It may seem like it's a mountain to you guys. It may seem like it is a huge task, but Spirit is saying that not only are you capable of going to this mountain, climbing in this mountain, but you also know that there is a secret path through the mountain that is much easier. Okay, so believe in yourself. This is also I keep hearing sacred mountain. Okay, so for some of you, there may be a place for you that is in the mountains where you can go and meditate and really think about this, or this could be part of your plan. Another deck, please, Spirit. What is another deck for us? All right, we're going to use the Energy Oracle when I find it. There it is. This is Sandra Ann Taylor. My lovely Cancers. Thank you. First chakra, Archangel Michael. What I heard was clear away your doubts. So this is cut the cords of doubt. And if you invoke Archangel Michael, I can say that, you can easily clear away your doubts. This does require meditation. This does require a connection. And you know what? If you don't believe in angels, literally there are spirited spirits with wings in almost every culture. So, you know, find the one who helps protect and who also can cut cords to negative thinking, subconscious blockages. They remove all of that from your life. Toxic people. Archangel Michael is wonderful at just removing anything that isn't serving you from your life. Okay? Bottom of the deck is Door to Spirit. Like I said, this is all very spiritually connected, but I do think that this culminates in a material reward of some kind that you are getting. Okay, so we are going to move into one final message from your spirit guides about your material world from my little deck here. Spirit guides, ancient ancestors, divine. Thank you. Handle this with grace. I do think that this has to do with divine grace. Don't forget. Okay, I heard don't forget where you come from, which is very hard for a Cancer to do. But for some of you, I think that this is to do with your success, that you are walking into quite a bit of success. And there may be some people, maybe it's like I heard children are watching. So there could be some maybe your own children or children that you're related to, or just children in general around you who watch you handle this with grace. So it's like you're an example. You know, you guys are the mother of the zodiac, but and gender does not apply here. You're the nurturers of the zodiac, I should say. But they are asking you to handle this with grace because of who is watching you do this, okay? There is someone around you here, and it says that they do not like your beautiful light, and it's time for you to move on. This could be about where you work or what you are doing. There is someone who is a hater, and you can tell them, see you later, alligator, because they're not for you. Okay, you guys, let's move into love. When I find... There it is. That's interesting. All right. Get it together. There we go. I'm talking to me, not you guys. All right. We are going to, I'm taking a sip of water. Let's move in with the Ethany Modern Love Tarot right away. Done? Okay. All right, spirit guides, ancient ancestors divine, thank you so much for being here. What do my Cancers need to know about love next 7 or so days? Hello. 5 of Cups. This is also Scorpio energy, first decan. Mars and Scorpio. You might have a Mars and Scorpio placement. 8 of Pentacles. Wow, that's Knight of Cups. Okay, your next 7 days. Bottom of the deck is the 10 of Swords. Okay, so you guys, 10 of Swords at the bottom of the deck means that you have a heartbreak, possibly a betrayal, or there is a past breakup or divorce that is influencing your next 7 days. With the 5 of Cups leading into this, it does feel like, although you are still in mourning of some sort, like you are still, it is still concerning to you. You still probably cry. You have these moments. Sometimes these moments are like very much like, why me? But sometimes it's just like, oh my God, I need to get it together. I'm not going to go outside feeling like this, you know? And there is some hope in the card. It is very much, you're close to that turnaround point. You can see the rays of sun that are soaking her back. And she is, all of the cups are empty. She has nothing else to ruminate about. And she's taking a sniff of this flower, and she's about to turn around, okay, and see the beauty behind her. So this card in this deck is much darker than the other cards in more traditional decks, where it just feels like someone is sad, but if they would just turn around, they would see the hope in front of them. I do see, if you are partnered with someone, what I just heard was you're teaching them how to, I don't want to say feel. I did hear feel, but I think it's different. And I think that everybody is teaching different things. But for you, for some of you, it is like absolutely like allowing those feelings to be there, and the way that you acknowledge your emotions and work with them. There's someone around you that's learning from you when you do that. There's some other things here too. I think that there's some emotional maturity that you have mastered, Cancer, that you have someone who is like, wow, I should be like that, instead of the breakdown or the non-ability to deal with emotions at all. So I do think that you guys are working through something. Those of you that are in relationships, for those of you who are looking, I think that you know that you want someone who is an equal, that brings what you bring to the table, if not more. Someone that you can build with is what I'm hearing. But I'm also seeing like more of like on a material level, an equal, you know, so it's not someone that you are taking care of, because for some of you, you know, Cancers, you have been taking care of people your entire life, and you're like, I'm done with that kind of person. I would like someone who every once in a while can take care of me. And for my singles, I do think that you have someone coming in. There is a change in your emotional circumstances in the next 7 days. This could be someone, I did hear that for some of you, this is someone that you already know, maybe have gone to school with or worked with before. This card has so much Playboy energy. So I do want to caution about that. I'm not very sure that this is, you know, true love or anything, but I do feel some Playboy energy just from this particular card. In fact, it looks like Lucifer, if you watch that show, which is great and I love it. But I'm also thinking that maybe this is an actual true offer. For some of you, you're going to get an apology from someone that you haven't heard from in a long time. That's random and it just came in, and usually I would think of that with the Page of Cups, but this is what I'm hearing. So this is what you guys hear from me. Let's move into, there's the gunshots again. Let's move into the Lover's Oracle. Let me know if you guys can hear the gunshots in the comments below. you know, this is more nervous laughter than anything. All right. Guides, ancient ancestors, divine. Tell me more about Cancer next 7 days. All right. Let's split this up. Thank you. Cancer next 7 days, please. Clarify this 5 of Cups. My goodness. Clarify this 5 of Cups, please, for me, Spirit. All right. Let there be closeness between you, but always give each other space. Love never claims, it simply allows and gives. And oh, we're just going to keep going. Thank you. So, you know, this feeling here, okay, this one was backwards. So this one says friendship, nurture the bonds of friendship within your relationship, and your love life will dramatically improve. Spirit, where do you want this? Okay. Thank you, Spirit. All right, so I do think that there may have been a past relationship in which there was not enough space given to either one of you. There could have been some territorialness, possessiveness. I say territorialness because I tend to be territorial, and that's my Cancer stellium coming out, and also my Leo sun. So, and there is a difference because I'm not really jealous. It's just that, you know, mine. So... But I'm working on that. I think that we all work on that, especially depending on how old you are. You know, you're probably moving away from that. And when you realize that you cannot mine a person, there tends to be a huge shift. It's like I went from thinking everything was mine to not wanting to claim anything at all, and just kind of being this free spirit. And I think that that's what you're kind of bringing in, and you're shifting to this portion of your life where it's like, okay, I want someone who respects me and is equal to me, and is willing to work on the things that need to be worked on, and not, you know, bury their head in the sand, so to speak. And I think that this is why the friendship one came up, because, you know, we're just more willing to talk to our friends about the things that need to be said than we do with our lovers. And then here's freedom right here. There is nothing stopping you. The path is clear if you want it to be. I do think that Cancer, you are, for some of you, you're in a relationship now, and it is a very good working relationship. Meaning it works. And part of that is that you no longer claim, you allow, and you give, and this is giving you both freedom. And also, you know, to have a friendship within a relationship is a beautiful thing. If you are, you know, single and you've gone through this, you know, period of time, this 5 of Cups period of time, know that this is coming in for you guys, this friendship and freedom. And it says here at the bottom of the deck, life is a series of constantly shifting battles. When we resist change, we resist the natural flow of life and create unnecessary stress. Go with the flow, you will be surprised where it leads. And I do think that you're going to be surprised that you can have a loyal, dependable relationship when you give it all of the freedom it requires, that you require as well, Cancer. All right, so our next deck is the Romance Angels by Doreen Virtue. I don't think she wants me to claim that, so we'll just call it the Romance Angels deck. I'm waiting for her old partner in crime, Radley Valentine, to re-release it. For now, I have this beautiful gilded mini. Can we clarify this energy, please, Spirit? Clarify this energy for my lovely Cancers. All right. You deserve love. I think that you were definitely in this space where it was just like, I remember I said the woe is me, like, why is this happening to me? And whenever something happens like this, when your heart is broken, or you're moving out of a sad time, or out of a relationship that wasn't serving you, a lot of the time we're just like, what did I do wrong? What happened? You know, where did I go wrong? And in this instance, I feel like nothing went wrong, that this was something that was happening for you to move you into this space, you know, of allowing yourself to be free. Some of you, you know, might want to look at your chart. I personally have, if you have Aquarius or Uranus in your 7th house of relationships, could also be your 4th house, you will require freedom in your relationships. And this doesn't mean that you can't be loyal to one person or you don't want monogamy. What this means is that you are your own whole person, and you require that from someone else as well. And you cannot be told how to live your life or what to do. And you also can't do that for other people. I mean, you can help them, you know, you can teach them, as we were talking about with this 8 of Pentacles, if they're willing to be taught. And usually this is very much like just by doing, you know, by being a compassionate human being who loves everyone, you spread that kind of beautiful virtue all around you to people that see you, Cancer. 2 more, please, Spirit. Can we get 2 more? Clarify. Oh, wow. 2 more exactly. How do we want to receive? Okay. All right. Thank you, Spirit. All right. So Spirit wants you to pay attention to any red flags. The Spirit is saying that when we're moving into this space where we're willing to work on ourselves, you know, we become healthier in ourselves, you can still attract some pretty toxic personalities. And it's because they're very good at, like, in the beginning, telling you how awesome and amazing you are. And you're like, thank you, I've been working on that. And they're like, yeah, you have no idea, I'm about to absolutely ruin your life. So be careful about love bombing, specifically for my newbies here, those of you who are not in a relationship. If you have someone who is saying all of the right things, but something in your gut, because you are a water sign, I know that intuitively you know that something's off, right? Spirit wants you to pay attention to that and don't put any rose-colored glasses on over this, because you do deserve someone who is equal give and take. We talked about that in that last card there, okay? Equal give and take. You will notice with toxic people, they give you really good words, but they take, okay? And Spirit says, if you love yourself first, and you deserve love, once again, your self-respect makes you more romantically attractive. Spirit is saying that if you have someone here that you can't put your finger on it, but you know that they aren't the person for you, Spirit wants you to look deep within and say, here's an exercise that you can do. Pick out your best friend, the person that you love the most in this world, okay? If your best friend was entering into a relationship with a person that is seeking you out at this point, what would you tell your best friend? And you do it with compassion and love, because this is your best friend or your mother or your sister. What would you say to them? You know, my Cancerian sister would be like, I will cut him, okay? But I'm not saying to do that. I'm saying, you know, just look at it from a different perspective. Look at it through the eyes of someone that you love dearly, and unconditionally, okay? Instead of looking at it through your rose-colored glasses, put on the glasses of the person who loves you the most, okay? And this also is an exercise in self-love, because if you start to see yourself the way that other people see you, it is life-changing, okay? You're like, oh my God, am I this cool? And, you know, Spirit, well, I don't know. I have, like, ancestors that, like, they like to tease a little bit. And so they're like, I don't know if you would call it cool, but... Oh, sorry, that was my grandfather. Bottom of the deck is reconciliation. Someone from your past is returning to your life. And this is very possible. Again, I just heard, for some of you, pay attention to those red flags, though, because it's someone who's going to be like, I have changed so much. You have taught me so much. You're such an incredible person. And you're like, oh my God, thank you. I've been trying. You've noticed? Oh, thank you. And Spirit is saying, do you really want to reconcile with this? Because if your spidey sense is tingling, it's something to pay attention to, okay? I do think that there is a big group of you who are actually inviting in true love, and those red flags are from past relationships, and they are what taught you with this Eight of Pentacles what to look out for in present and future relationships. And you have learned, and you've got like a little checklist, like, is he shitty to the server or his mom? Or, you know, has she said stuff like, I'll slap her, you know, like, and you've got like your little checklist of like red flags, and you're like, oh, nope, we're good here. Thanks for playing, but you are not the one. Goodbye. All right, and finally, let's do the Islandtine wellness cards. Today, I decided not to take my ADHD medicine. Not sure if that was my best move. All right, Spirit Guides, Ancient Ancestors, Divine, what do my lovely Cancers need to know next 7 or so days in their love life, please? Thank you. Wedding rings. This could have been this breakup that I have back here. It could have been someone that you were married to. There could have been a divorce. You could, oh my gosh, I just heard that someone might be in love with someone who is married, but they are definitely still married. And this is why you have your Five of Cups, because you're recognizing that this is not something that is for you. And especially with the you deserve love. It's like, yes, you are lovable, but someone who is in love with someone else cannot fully love you in the way that you deserve. Okay, so we are looking at someone that we deserve, right? From here on out, you guys, that would resonate for some of you, not all of you, obviously. Some of you are with a partner, and this is something that is quite small, and you're recognizing that maybe you're bringing in some anxiety from work or from another situation, and Spirit is saying, you know, don't beat yourself up too much, okay? But let go of anything that is outside of your partnership that you're bringing into the partnership, okay? For some of you, separation just showed up, and I do think that this has to do with one, the people that were in a relationship and we are looking at reconciling in the future position. This is possible that you're in a separation right now because you paid attention to red flags. I just heard for some of you, like the separation is in a situationship, and it's like you haven't heard from the person for a while, and there's like physical distance between you. And Spirit is saying that that's not necessarily a red flag in and of itself, but if someone cannot physically help you grow and learn as a person, then that is a red flag, okay? And not physically. Like if they're not willing to put in any of the work, that is definitely a red flag. This could also be for those of you who are in relationships that you do, you know, you are working through and you are working on. This separation can actually just be you going on like a solo trip or doing something alone for the evening, or, you know, a few days, just to get your head space together and see the things that are working together. And then, you know, trying to see the things that you can fix within yourself as well. Hello. Almost. One more, please, Spirit. Can we clarify one more? I did here. Oh, no, that's too many. Spirit, which one? Okay. So healthy choices here with love yourself first. And then the bottom of the deck is addiction. So the separation could have something to do with an addictive pattern. This could also be a toxic pattern from you or from somebody that you are involved with that you recognize, especially with that reconciliation coming up. If they are toxic because they have an addiction issue, that is absolutely a red flag. The separation I just heard could be their own form of rehabilitation, whatever that means to them, if this is a substance abuse issue. or really any kind of addiction issue, that they may need to go someplace and get their head straight. And those roles can, of course, be reversed. Spirit wants you in the future self with the King of Cups here to make sure that you're making choices, one, intuitively, that lead you to a higher spiritual space. Okay? Spirit is like, if it doesn't sit right in your soul, it is not for you. Okay? So let's move into love messages. This one's pretty long, you guys. This is a love message. From your spirit guides, your spirit squad. This is your other half. The person that is willing to do the work is your other half, is what I'm hearing very clearly. And also, we keep getting these self-love messages for you guys, so stop selling yourself short is what Spirit wants you to know. If you are with someone who's willing to do all of the work, who's willing to, you know, to give what you give and get what you get, and all of that is lining up, Spirit is saying you deserve it. You know, like, you actually deserve this. And even though you have those red flags from your past, like we talked about, you do deserve a good person, a healthy relationship, okay? Part of that is self-care. Don't ever forget that. Sometimes that means that you also deserve a short vacation, a solo trip, if you will. I'm surprised retreat didn't come up here, but I do feel like this is more like, you know, working on yourself because you have another person out here. By the way, when I channeled your other half, I had a big discussion with Spirit because I don't believe in people being a half person. I believe in two whole beings that come together, and it's like they become a super being, you know, like a transformer. You know what era I'm from. All right. What was the other one? Voltron. Yes. One more. Thank you, Spirit. All right. Spirit wants you to know that you are growing. All right. Don't beat yourself up. You're growing. The next 7 days, you might have someone come back. If they're not ready to be back, you're going to know it. And you're just going to say, hey, I choose me. All right. Bottom of the deck is you are here to work your magic, Cancer. Okay. This is what I have for you guys. I hope that you enjoyed this reading. I hope it resonated. If it did, please comment down below. Make sure that you like this video and subscribe, please. It is very, very helpful to me and this channel, and I will see you guys in a future video. Bye.